If you want women to F with you, and by F, I of course mean flirt, because all women love to flirt, but we only want to flirt with guys who know how to flirt back correctly. And the truth is, most guys suck at flirting, at least the way women like to flirt. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to ignite instant attraction through feelings of excitement and chemistry in any woman you want to talk to. See, every time a guy approaches me, one of three scenarios plays out. Scenario number one, he talks to me without ever making a move or escalating, and in that case, he'll always be doomed to the friend zone. Scenario number two, we talk for a while, but when he tries to take it to the next level, he gets rejected immediately and comes off as a creep. Scenario number three, he ignites instant chemistry. Then when he makes a move, the only thing I can think is, oh my God, yes, please. What differentiates that third scenario from the first two? It's not looks or status, height or money, and definitely not luck. In fact, there are scientific studies on something called the halo effect that have shown that how you make a woman feel far outweighs the things you have or how you look. Even some male dating coaches sometimes chalk it up to just a numbers game when it's absolutely not. Listen, I can't blame them though, because girls' brains are wired to understand this stuff while guys' brains they're not. The truth is, every girl knows there's one thing that makes all the difference after the approach: your flirting skills. And if you're not experiencing scenario number three regularly, then you're not flirting in the specific ways women are hardwired to respond to. But first, how the heck do I, a woman, know all of this? I'm Marnie, and from here on out, I am going to be your very own wing girl. For over a decade, I've been teaching millions of men around the world how to attract and get the women they want. And I do this by giving them the no BS information on what women really want versus what they say they want. I've been featured on CNN, Huffington Post, Men's Health, Ask Men. I have millions of views on YouTube where I deliver weekly instruction and advice to men just like you on how to get the girl. I know, right? Trust me, when I tell you my goal is for you to win with women, and I am obsessed with delivering you the best techniques so that you can do that. I have interviewed 6,000 women on their deepest desires and wants and needs from men, and I test out everything I teach rigorously before revealing it to anyone. Do you know what it feels like to a woman when she is flirted with the right way? Think of the last time you were on a roller coaster. There was this rush of emotions and mix of emotions, wasn't there? That jittery feeling in your body as you climb up the hill, your heart thudding so loud you can hear it in your ears. When the drop comes, you feel it deeply in your stomach and you feel exhilarated, adrenaline, almost like you're flying without wings. And afterwards, you're elated, you're brimming with energy and ready to do stuff you wouldn't normally do. Well, that's exactly what girls experience with good flirting. For us, girls, nothing compares to a guy who can elicit an emotional roller coaster that keeps us guessing. Whether it's a guy we just met or a guy we've been with for a long time. In fact, creating that roller coaster is 90% of the game, because even if you're saying slightly off-color or outrageous things to arouse her emotion, it's all in the context of fun and playfulness. Here's why that makes girls want to escalate with you. When you're riding a real roller coaster, you experience that scary emotion of falling that literally elicits fear of death. But because it's in a fun, controlled environment where you don't actually fear death, it allows you to enjoy it. And that's exactly what good flirting does. It allows girls to enjoy the excitement of escalating with you in the controlled environment of camaraderie and comfort where there's actually no danger. And when you know how to flirt properly, you create that environment in any situation you want with any girl you want. And she'll always respond positively to you no matter what type of girl she is, because this is an evolutionary trait that all women have. Her ape brain will feel safe and at ease with you so you can banter and push the limits without coming off as creepy. In fact, when you're flirting properly, she's gonna be disappointed if you don't escalate. And when you do, you'll feel to her like the most fun, exhilarating, and secure roller coaster she's ever been on. And every girl secretly longs to ride that roller coaster. But here's the truth about that. Even if a girl gets approached 50 times a day, there's still a chance, a low chance, she'll encounter a guy who can give her that safe roller coaster experience, which is something she needs in order to feel good escalating with you. That's why after watching this video, you'll know more about this in the top 1% of guys who approach girls. You'll know exactly what she needs from you to escalate without rejection. Now, most guys are lost when it comes to this. So if you're not sure where to begin to create that emotional roller coaster, it's totally not your fault. Studies have proven guys aren't wired to understand this the way the girls do. And even for most girls, it happens below their level of conscious awareness, so they can't explain it to men. But right now, I have a secret weapon for you that clarifies all of it, making flirting dead simple. And words cannot describe how excited I am to reveal it. It's been years in the making. See, until recently, I had a problem that prevented me from teaching guys how to flirt. I was never able to pinpoint what was so effective about good flirting, so I wanted to put it into methods and strategies that could help men actually learn it, and I couldn't. But then I met my wing girl, Marissa, and that all changed. Marissa has this uncanny ability to pinpoint exactly what makes us girls respond to your flirting with an intense attraction. She explained every technical nuance of creating that emotional roller coaster in simple, elegant detail that clarified everything for guys in our coaching sessions. And I was shocked. She can teach guys how to flirt in ways I've been trying to get my finger on for years. And that's when I had an idea. I asked Marissa to put her flirting system into a plug-and-play formula any guy can follow to become an exceptional flirter, and she did. Now, this is the first time I've let anyone besides me create a wing girl product, and for good reason. Frankly, most women don't understand their own attraction consciously enough to teach it to guys. They give the typical BS advice that most girls give, and they think that they're helping, but it only confuses men, or worse, makes them wussier. But when I saw the results Marissa got for the initial test subject of her flirting formula, she over the top impressed me. In fact, she's a complete genius. Her step-by-step formula is all inclusive, meaning any guy can use it from hello to the bedroom, a relationship, or whatever you want to take it to, using her 3 phases of attraction. She drew from decades of research, observing, questioning, and testing her findings on women of all kinds, using concepts from neuroimaging and evolutionary psychology studies to amplify its effectiveness. She analyzed, probed, and examined thousands of beautiful women for this. Most of them didn't even know that they were under the microscope and being watched, which is kind of sneaky. And she boiled it down to an all-encompassing, biologically based formula for keeping any woman hooked on you from the beginning of your interaction all the way to the end. And once the product was finished, the guys that we tested it on were in just as much shock as I was. Girls were laughing at their jokes more, lingering around them longer, and excited to escalate, when before their interactions almost always went nowhere. See, the secret to Marissa's flirting formula, what most guys will never understand about flirting, lies in 3 predictable and discernible flirting phases that govern every successful flirting interaction between humans. Women are biologically predisposed to be naturally highly attuned and responsive to these subtle phases, both consciously and unconsciously. Almost all men have no clue that these phases even exist. It's not in their biology, and if they go through them properly, it's usually by accident. But the beautiful part is you can learn all of it. And when you do, you'll automatically know how to use an emotional roller coaster to ignite girls' flirting instincts without having to remember to say or do anything. And you'll feel comfortable and aroused by your advances at any point in the interaction. So finally, we're revealing all of it. Everything you'll need to become a flawless flirter in a potent, information-packed course I'm calling the F Formula. Kind of a cool name, right? And frankly, this is the only program out there that reveals the inner workings of flirting at this level. The F Formula involves tapping into a woman's primal brain and pushing just the right buttons while flirting, which forces her to feel uncontrollably attracted to you. And it's surprisingly easy for any guy to do if he just knows how. I would be happy to teach you the F Formula. I want to teach you the F Formula. The written program takes you through each phase of the F Formula in the same step-by-step detail that's been proven to work with thousands upon thousands of women. And if reading's not your thing, it's not mine, I also have an audiobook version of the F Formula filled with extra information from me, since I can't just read advice out loud without adding in extras. As you go through the F Formula, you'll be directed to exclusive instruction videos, MP3s, action guides, and over $238 worth of bonus content. That's been specifically designed to solidify this girl-attracting information into your brain for good. Even if you still have approach anxiety, once you know the skills to make the interaction go well, mustering the guts to approach is 1,000 times easier. So this program can help you no matter where you're at. When you grab your copy of the F Formula today, here are just a few of the things that you're going to learn. The foundations of flirting. If right now you can't even flirt your way out of a paper bag, don't worry, because we're gonna lay the essential groundwork you'll need to trigger that spark in her eye that tells you it's on. How to make physical escalation as easy as counting to 4. Want to escalate? Kiss her, touch her, and get more physical? Just check in with these 4 points. If they're all there, you can be absolutely certain she'll be ready and willing to go further with you, making you rejection-proof. The hidden female behaviors you need to recognize to flirt properly. When you can identify these, you'll always know when she's enjoying your presence, what she needs from you to feel attracted, or when she's secretly dying for you to touch her or more. And these are not very obvious. The conversation mistakes that close women off to you sexually. If you make one wrong move in conversation, it's game over and you'll lose the girl. And Marissa details what you need to avoid in each phase that's preventing you from igniting that holy type of attraction with just a few words. You're also going to learn the 2 flirting roadblocks most guys are completely blind to. Avoid these like the plague, or you risk being condemned as a pal or a perv. And once you know them, they're obvious. But until you find out what they are, you'll undergo the same frustrating rejections over and over and over again. How to attract her under the radar. When you know this, the girls in your vicinity will be completely drawn to you and they will not be able to explain why. What results is there's just something about him effect that captivates women and drives women bonkers. How to create an emotional roller coaster. Doing this will make her mind constantly preoccupied with you, even when you're not around. But it's done differently depending on the phase you're in. Once you know this, you'll spark instant attraction and she is going to be addicted to being around you. How to elicit her attraction signals for each flirting phase. These ensure she's ready to escalate to the next phase with you and allow you to push the limits in totally safe ways. They're easy to remember, they're simple to do, and dangerously effective. How to keep her drawn to you with the boomerang technique. This is the best one. This technique grows her attraction for you on its own, independent of what you do or say. So she feels your absence when you're not around her and always boomerangs back to you in social situations. I'll tell you about that. The one key difference between women in their 20s and women over 30. This allows you to flirt immediately resonate and go through all 3 phases of the F formula with women of any age, no matter how old you are. How to check all her boxes. We'll show you how to dispel every one of her possible anxieties and last-minute hesitancies about going further with you. So you'll never get those all too common surprise rejections at the last minute when you thought things were going so well. This amazing program alone will give you more options, greater satisfaction, and remarkable results in your dating life. Marissa and I are so excited for you to experience that. I am determined to knock off every single hesitation you may have to trying it out. And that's why when you order right now, you'll instantly get 7 exclusive bonuses in addition to the F formula. Bonus number 1, the OSA method. Get any woman to completely skip formalities, remove any barriers to opening up to you, and break into conversation as if she already loved you and has known you for years, which is a $27 value. Bonus number 2, video illustrations, breakdown, and case studies of the most masterful flirting in the world. You'll see real-life examples of the F formula and the mechanics of attracting any girl you want played out right in front of you, so there's no guesswork to implementing this information, which is a $19 value. Bonus number 3, instant wit blueprint. You can develop the specific type of attractive wit that pulls women to your most important organ, your brain. And with our shortcuts, you'll create charming, attractive wit right on the spot whenever you want to, even if you've never been funny or clever in your life. And that's a $36 value. Bonus number 4, how to touch women without being creepy. The truth is, us girls are very receptive to your touch. We want you to touch us badly when you're flirting, but only in the right ways. And this bonus course reveals exactly how to do it, and it's $37 value. Bonus number 5, the Wing Girl Guide to Seductive Body Language. What if a smile from across the room was all it took to make your ideal girl weak in the knees? In this guide, you'll learn how to do that and so much more. From your posture to your facial expression, these body language secrets are magnetizing to any woman you encounter, and that's a $40 value. Bonus number 6, sexy bantering made simple. This easy guidebook was written by one of my male friends who has been dubbed the king of banter. Even though a few short years ago, he could barely talk to a girl without stammering. He'll show you how to use banter to create an immediate connection women find highly sensual. It's a $32 value. Bonus number 7, women tell all interviews. I interviewed 10 beautiful women who've been flirted with thousands of times. I got them to pull back the curtains on the truth about what they like in every phase of flirting and expose what most guys think is helping them, but actually repels women. In over an hour of HD video footage, I pushed these gorgeous women hard to give you the real answers every man needs to hear. These interviews will tie everything together by giving you access to what flirting looks like from inside the female brain, something most men will never understand, and that's a $47 value. That's 7 exclusive bonuses with a total value of $238 that you're gonna get for free just as a thank you for picking up the F formula. All right, now I bet you're wondering, all right, Marnie, how much is this going to cost me? So before I answer that, let me ask you a quick question. See, I'm throwing it back at you. How much money do you already spend on women with no guarantee that they'll like you? Taking a girl out to dinner costs 50 or 70 or even $100 or more. And even after all that, she may not be one bit attracted to you. When you go to bars or clubs, meet women, the entrance fees can cost $60 or $70 to get in, with drinks that can skyrocket well past $200. And most guys spend all of that and go home alone and unhappy. Not only that, some guys buy women gifts, jewelry, cars, and even pay for their college tuition, and girls still don't feel attracted to them one bit. So think of all the money you've already spent to meet women to no avail. How much would it be worth it to you if I could show you right now what'll really make your problems with girls disappear forever, vanish forever? If I could tell you everything you'd need to know to spark visceral attraction in any woman that automatically ignites whenever she's around you. If I could clarify everything that makes girls eager and excited to go to that next level with you just by being you. All right, before you answer that, I want to read you an email from a recent F Formula graduate named Kyle. Marnie, you and your team are the absolute best. After spending a few days analyzing the F Formula, I took a girl home the first night I tried it out. It was seriously so mind-blowing seeing the F Formula playing out before my eyes, and for once I didn't have to pretend to be confident because I knew exactly what phase I was in and what needed to happen next. It's amazing, right? Believe it or not, she non-verbally rejected me a few times with her cues, but by bouncing back between the phases and staying smooth, I kept the night alive, as I could tell she wanted to make sure she was simply safe with me. All my life, I've been flirting without any physical touch or bantering. Boy, was I lost, Kyle. Now, this program isn't just for guys who want to have one-night stands. It's for guys that want it all. Guys who want to finally have options, the options they deserve. So I ask you again, how much would it be worth to have the freedom of choice with women you want? To be the selector instead of the selectee? The truth is, most guys would easily pay thousands of dollars for that kind of knowledge. If I could wave a magic wand and give you all that, I bet you could find $1,000 for it too. In fact, I bet you could find $2,000 or $5,000 to attract women as effectively as the F Formula lets you. But I would never ask you to pay that. I'm a cheapo myself, so I would never ask you to pay that. Marissa worked hard on this. She wants as many guys as possible to experience its amazing results, and I totally agree. So today, you can have the F Formula, the relentlessly tested and proven female secrets to flirting and escalating, plus the 7 amazing bonuses worth over $238, all for only $47. And here's what else. I'm so certain the F Formula will permanently change the way women respond to you that I will give you a full 60 days to try everything out and get a 100% refund. Hell, increase that to 90 days, even 120 days, because I'm that confident in what the F Formula can do for you. Do not pay unless the F Formula makes women obsessed with you. As long as you put the F Formula to work, it's gonna work for you. So download everything, take some time to try it out, and if you're not attracting more women, getting stares from them across the room, escalating with girls easier, and drastically advancing the quality of your dating life, then send me an email and I'm gonna refund all of your money, no questions asked. If Marissa and I haven't gotten you results, we've failed you and we don't even deserve to have your money. You don't need a reason and you don't have to tell me what has or hasn't worked. I don't care what you did. Even if the only thing you don't like is the font Marissa wrote the course in, you can still get 100% full refund. For the record, we hope you'll see past that because we want you to experience how awesome and life-changing this information is, but you'll get a refund if you want one, no questions asked. So now all you have to do to make the women of your dreams yours is click the button below and get access now. I don't really even know what you're waiting for. If you want to have any success with women, then you need to flirt. Flirting, or the ability to ignite sexual chemistry with any girl you meet in a matter of minutes. As I said before, most guys suck at flirting. They cannot flirt their way out of a paper bag. But as your personal wing girl, I cannot let you be one of those guys. That's why I created the F formula. I wanted to show you the most effective step-by-step formulaic approach to flirting with any girl you like. And this formulaic approach has been tested on thousands of girls and has proven to work like magic. You just apply the formula and see results instantly. It's that powerful. To get immediate access to the F formula and all of the amazing bonuses I've talked about that I've put together for you, just click the button below now and I will see you inside. Oh, one more thing. Remember those 3 scenarios I told you about at the beginning of the video? There are only 3 categories you can end up in with every girl you can approach. The friend zone, the creep zone, or the please can I get some more of that guy zone. So you have a decision to make right now. And remember, us girls love men who are decisive. So you really only have 2 different choices, leading to 2 very different outcomes. Choice number 1 is to leave this page without getting the F formula. If you do that, you'll end up in the friend zone and creep zone with all kinds of amazing girls who will be erased from your life forever before they even enter it. And you'll never get to feel that exceptional attraction girls give you when they find out you understand what turns them on from the inside of their own minds. More importantly, that feeling of frustration and rejection, that feeling of failure and inadequacy, because the gorgeous women you want are always so far out of your reach. That will only keep persisting if you don't do something about it. That's why you should get out of your own way and choose choice number 2. Just say yes right now to finally being the kind of guy who can walk into any setting, see the women you want, and automatically attract them. Keep them attracted and excited to be with you for as long as you want just by being you. 2 years down the road, what's going to matter more? The measly $47 or your ability to meet, date, or seduce any woman you want because you can communicate with girls on a powerful level most men are oblivious to. The choice is yours. Marissa and I took away all the risk and the responsibility is ours to get you results. All you have to do is tell us you're ready. Just click below and get access now. Happy flirting.